While we're waiting for this one to load up, have you read the news about CBS 3?
I have not read the news about CBS 3.
Okay, don't get excited. It's a troll. It's a troll. There's no CBS 3, but there has been an announcement for Street Fighter that is very interesting. Have you seen that?
I actually have not been following much Street Fighter except for I get like filtered Twitter discourse, right?
Yeah.
Which is to say that I've been seeing. All right, I've been meaning to tell this joke all week, so I need to troll JB in chat briefly.
It's all good. Basically, there's some new characters that are coming into Street Fighter that aren't exactly from Capcom. That season 2 is a little bit of a crossover.
Oh my God, are they adding that guy from Smash Ryu?
The first joke was CBS, so that will point you to what the crossover is.
Okay.
I think they're adding Mai and Mai from King of Fighters, and Bison's, but Bison's Capcom, and was it Terry? Who was the other CBS guy or the others?
Yo.
They're going dumb. They're going dumb. All right, here. Speaking of going dumb, we got Picasso, Noseaskulo on the screen right now.
Yeah, so Picasso's been playing a decent amount on PC, and he has been playing a lot more Nemesis than I have seen him play previously. And I think his X is a lot more refined, but his Nemesis allows him to go a lot more dumb, to use your turn of phrase.
Nemesis with a meter kind of lets you do whatever you want. I'm liking it. Oh, this is the Jaco route? Is every route the Jaco route?
We were having a discussion in the Gauntlet chat a couple of weeks ago about who had the fastest Ultra, and Picasso is the overwhelming winner. Everybody said that Picasso was the fastest, except the people who said that Beto was the fastest, because he's too fast for you to ever see him play.
Okay. Are you guys gonna pretend that there isn't a Marvel god that uses Ultron? Alright, okay. Y'all don't diss my man Tyson like that.
It's okay.
No, I do think Tyson has the fastest. I say the most aggressive. Now that I'm thinking about the actual terminology, maybe it ain't Tyson.
Yeah, fast is a little bit of a weird thing.
Yeah. Because it doesn't mean most oppressive. It just means for just how fast you are. Oh, okay. Trip into search. Interesting connection there.
Yeah, I would not want to ever fight against Strider in Soul. Strider on the screen already is just incredibly annoying, and Soulstorm is super menacing when you have the ability to make the other person stop anytime you want. That's what Strider really is a team. Unfortunately, he's dead. So,
and the orange slice has been used.
The orange slice has been used. This looks like it is a very clean first game.
Jeez, rocket to the nuts? Whoa! It's like, what are you, RoboCop? Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Shoot him in the nuts.
Coming straight out with a very, very clean performance game one. Picasso, despite my misgivings about fighting that team in Seoul, Picasso had absolutely no problems making the right challenges, putting the buttons on the screen, and coming in.
JB, the part that offends me is that you guys...
my 2 cents about this new Street Fighter 6 characters, right? All right. Bison. I have a feeling that they're gonna put the Forbidden Game type of Bison. You know the.
What is that though?
Like the Bison. Yeah, thank you for saying that because I can't say it. But they're gonna add more. Stuff. Unfortunately, the Street Fighter 6 you can't do any chip damage, so they're gonna keep it as the Forbidden Game type of Bison. I mean, I'm alright with it because I like it. All right. Number 2, Terry and Mai. Fuck, I'm tired of them shits, man. Come on, every single game you play, even on mobile games, yo, look, Terry and Mai.
Yeah, they're like,
okay.
I see what you mean. It's almost like how they put Ryu and everything. Yeah. Whenever they want Street Fighter, they get Ryu. Yeah,
like Ryu and Chun-Li. There you go.
Exactly.
Great. Now, last but not least, Elena. Fuck Elena. I'm out.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the last I think he's actually out. I don't know if he left. But the last appearance of Elena, not a lot of people like that.
Because she was fucking broken, bro.
No, because it really was.
She's like double S tier. I'm like, all right, no, fuck this. I'm out.
And what was even worse is to be broke with her was to play lane. So it wasn't even fun watching her style of broke. It was like lane.
Yeah, and her range and her fucking hitbox is stupid. So that's it. That's about it.
Just get health back and run away. That shit was so stupid.
I know. But anyways, right before I leave, I am really excited about that new Power Rangers beat 'em up game. Bring out all the nostalgias from the pack. And the last, and the last thing. Oh yeah, two things. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty excited for the new mods for MVCI because they are gonna nerf a lot of shit, which I am very happy about it. Obviously, Power Stone is gonna be Ass Stone, which is shout out to Max for confirming that. All right, but and
I do think it needs to be the Surge definitely needs some freaking my opinion.
the Surge should last at least 10 seconds.
No, that's not the Storm. The Surge, just the Power Stone like that.
Oh yeah, no.
That needs to be nerfed. I don't know how or how
Yeah,
or what, but it's definitely too strong as is.
It should regenerate, like you know,
Cooldown.
or a cooldown. They have to have.
God damn, that's not the worst idea. Because then you know when they're on the cooldown, you can just bum rush them.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's
All right.
interesting
Now,
take.
and also every time you use the stone, negative. That's good too. A negative should happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little more. Like if which one has the more hits, the more recovery, the ground one or the air one?
The ground one, bro.
So the air one should have the recovery of the ground one, and then the ground one should just have even more recovery.
Yeah.
Straight up, that wouldn't be the worst. Because if you could punish it, that actually would change the fuck up of people spamming.
Arrived at the target point.
True.
Begin the
Yeah.
mission.
And one more thing, Fate of Fury. Finally, you know, Fate of Fury, City of the Wolves. If you guys know your nostalgic game, this is the second part of the Goro Mark of the Wolves.
Oh, that was one of my favorite
Love that game,
fighting
bro.
games of all time. Because it kind of plays
Alright.
like a Capcom game.
All right, I gotta get back to work. All right, guys.
do
All right.
thing.
All right, where's when is JB, dude? I miss JB already. Yeah.
Gee, thanks.
I mean,
Thanks,
no offense, Rainbow, but I don't understand nothing what the fuck he's saying. That's
safe. I'm safe.
That's why I don't want you to commentate.
Wow.
The end. Bye.
Something you could say on the side. All right. Russell Simmons, he's out. No, when JB's here, I mean, you've probably seen Rainbows. It's just a bunch of old men reminiscing about when we were relevant.
Yeah. You get that Zoomer on here, Rainbows with his whatever Zoomers do.
When's Ultra versus Yo? I was like, what are you talking? Oh.
Yeah.
No, I forgot.
Now we missed. So Picasso, the game before this, Picasso went off to a really good start, and then he failed to lock out the solo, and then Noseaskulo made a really smooth comeback. I hate Picasso's routes look so cool, but like I feel like he frequently does enders that seem to me like the absolute worst balance of swag, difficulty, and damage. And you're free to tell me I'm wrong on that one.
Wait, what player?
Picasso.
I mean, Picasso's B&Bs have swag.
Yeah.
Like
His
straight
enders-
up.
his
So
enders
even when
are
he's
low.
not doing anything crazy,
Yeah.
no one has a default swag combo like that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's not because some people have a B&B and then you can tell when some people are swagging.
Yeah.
This guy's always just swagging. His swag and B&B are one and the same. You know? There's that. And then Picasso, I don't know what else to said about him, but my take is that he definitely has like a Shin mode. Not everyone has a Shin mode. And Shin Picasso can do some dirt.
Well, I mean, I would phrase that a little bit differently because I got to be negative about everything. I would say that the difference between Picasso at his best and Picasso at his worst is larger than most people in the scene.
Agreed. I agree. I mean, I'm guilty of that too. You know, the consistency and the variability.
I
Like,
am too. Like, if I think I'm doing okay in a set, I usually do pretty okay. If I'm mentally checked out, I just make the worst decisions and I say stupid things in chat afterwards.
Yep. Like, yeah. And it's I wonder what that is. What causes that? I also think like when matches require a lot of patience, players that have that vulnerability are more susceptible.
Survive this battle.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know that personally I'm a relatively patient player. And when I am being patient, and I lose, I feel like I need to be more patient, and it's usually not the case. Usually I'm doing pretty okay. I just need to
maybe even ramp it up, huh?
Well, so the thing about fighting games is that there's a number of skills. One of the skills is knowing what you're allowed to press. One of the skills is reacting to stuff on the screen. And one of the skills is making the right decision, right? And very frequently, if you feel like you're losing when you're being patient, it's because one of the first two things you screwed up on, right?
Oh, yeah. And you're almost like trying to like salvage it. Yeah.
Yeah, you appreciated the commentary, but you didn't like the Harper's Ferry joke? I thought that's the funniest thing I've said. No. He's allowed to have opinions. He's 100% allowed to have opinions. Picasso getting a little bit mollywop this game. And
now, when you say he didn't do his storm last round, he didn't lock him out? Like he didn't have it available, or he just didn't lock it out?
Game 2, he locked it out successfully, and he just didn't do anything.
Damn, this game here was pretty decisive.
No, I'm aware that it is the category of jokes that are fundamentally not funny to anybody except the person making it. So, at some level, I apologize for that. I just think it's hilarious. So,
Rainbows, I know. JB saying like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
How do I say this? You have a delightful personality that is not often behind the microphone.
Thank you.
Arrived at the target.
That's
point.
what I want to say.
Begin the mission.
That's what. Not everybody needs to be head ass like me, commentator. You know. You know. Not everyone needs to be like a monkey. You know.
No, I get it. I think that there are definitely a lot of different styles in commentary. And my goal is to, and I'm not talking like I'm some sort of an expert, but my goal is to try
which was crazy because you kind of more are so than a lot of more people than on this mic, which is funny to me.
Thank you. I want to be your knowledgeable friend sitting on the couch next to you.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
And I think at the end of the day, the biggest thing a commentator can bring is genuine interest in the game that they're commentating.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest thing. If you like this game and it shows, that's usually enough.
The thing that we are showing right here, the thing by talking about the match, yo. So one of the interesting things about every other fighting game that I've ever played is that usually teleporting into the corner is whack, and in MVCI you just do it. You teleport in the corner.
Yeah.
You corner yourself. You say, hey, the mix is worth it.
It's worth the mix. Yep. It's worth the mix. Yep.
Noseaskulo puts himself in the corner, fights his way out, and puts himself back in the corner, and then fights his way out for another time. But Picasso proving that.
Oh, whoa! The stall on that gun to get the conversion?
Yep. You know, it's funny. The more I play this game, the more I think that the tier list is a flat line.
Because the nature of this game is to build a duo.
Yep.
You can never make a linear tier list that would cover all the questions and scenarios.
Right, and then again, also, if the best button in the game is tag crash, what does that say?
Everyone has it. Yep. Everyone has the best button. Yep.
Everyone has this 4-frame plus 24 monstrosity. Everyone has the ability to put a zoo on the screen and tag behind it. And everybody has the ability to completely whiff rockets.
Yeah. No, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, there are characters that are better than others. That's going to be what it is, right? But I do agree with you in that. Well, this kind of lines up what you're saying, but yeah, the tiers in this game, I mean,
everybody can fight.
There's struggle characters, but there's no garbage characters.
Yeah, JB out here with the argument of all of the Iron Man players except the one in the Discord call with me, which is that not all tag crashes are the same.
I picked Venom because he makes up for it. He has the strength of two crashes. No, Iron Man
averages out, right?
Iron Man's crap. Just the fact that it doesn't break armor, it sucked.
So we get the same situation that I was describing earlier, where Picasso gets the lockout. He's in power and he's unable to take advantage of the advantage.
And he's gonna lose in this game. Yeah,
he 100% is. I think I've been dabbling in power lately. I think it is underrated. I think having a
Complete. Let's return to base.
What?
I know that you can talk about like recovery, utility.
No.
But when you say the word fun, power beats them all.
It is a brain dead button in neutral that you get to press, and that's great. Sometimes you gotta. Fighting games are mentally taxing. You know, you gotta have the self-discipline to not press stupid buttons at stupid times. And Power Stone is a stupid button that is a smart time. Yeah. You get to recharge that mental energy. But the other thing is that it's really great to be able to have a storm for lockout, because like unlike space or soul or even to some extent reality or mind, you can just storm whatever the heck you want, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. You're getting more out of locking out a good storm with power than saving it for yours.
100%. But the flip
That's
side
gonna
of
kill.
that,
That's gonna kill, and it's not space, not soul.
the flip side of that is that the inability to push block during the storm can be very advantageous, especially with, Picasso's team, right? With like Ultron, because you can't push block him, he gets to just do balls or drones or whatever. I was gonna say balls in your face, and then I realized that he was gonna clip me.
And then you're gonna wind up on the execution trailer or something.
Yeah. Crouch fierce, fly fierce, unfly, and the defender can't do that much about it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it with Bane, right? There's definitely certain characters that really take advantage of that scenario.
I've had this conversation with people, and your name has come up as one of the best exploiters of the
just keep it in the corner. Yeah, they're just holding it. They're just holding it all in the corner. Yeah.
And Picasso as a Power Stone dabbler isn't necessarily taking full advantage of that, and that's hurting him in some of these resource management battles.
I always say that if you don't play a stone, play power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you kind of don't really mess with the storms and surges, you just play power. Because you'll figure it out. Activate when you get the hit, surge when they're near. That's not that hard.
We've been having a decent number of new players pop into the chat recently with all the hullabaloo about modding on Twitter, and while I'm not necessarily the most qualified person to give advice, one of the things that I've been saying is you should pick characters, but like play all the stones, mess with it. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I can see that. They all have their advantages at some point at least. I mean,
Well, also, it
obviously
doesn't-
the bottom tiers are hard. But
It doesn't
They all
take
do
that much.
something.
It doesn't take that much lab time. It's mostly just a neutral thing, right? And then
See, for me, the hardest part now is learning a stone that's not power, and my muscle memory is so ingrained
Right,
now. 7 years
right.
later, you know, like.
you're just pressing the button.
Yep.
Picasso
Crazy
again.
as both my characters have confirms from the air without it, but I still do it.
Yeah, Picasso again with the anti-air choke slam, and then tag crash jump is not good. That's a thing. I am bad at that, Noji. Are you good at that? The thing where you just sort of randomly tag across the entire screen, and then you anti-air with jump jab?
No, I don't even go for it.
Picasso just did, and it did not work out for him.
I mean, I'll do that. I won't do that as a neutral tool. I'll do it as a conversion. Like if I repulse
yeah.
her, then I'll tag jump surge. You know, jump jab surge or something.
Yeah. OG, I believe that you're being insulted by your boss, and Vest is insinuating that you eat cereal with a fork, as if that's not why Cheerios have holes in Vest for the.
What? Yo, I'm gonna eat my Cheerios with a fork and get them in the rings. I like that. I like that. Nah, Vest hates power. He believes it's for dummies, and he's 99% right. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, no, it's it's really interesting that a lot of people have such a large problem.
skewer
with
though.
power
You got a
stone.
skewer. You can. Is that a skewer? No, that's my Cheerios, bro.
If I wanted to have a serious discussion, and I'm not sure that this is, I mean, I'm aware that I'm allowed to pontificate as much as I would like to, but did he just use ground mounts? Yeah, okay. He fucked up. Nice job, Picasso. I mean, he's paying attention. Hopefully. Never mind. Yeah, you just mash and grab there. That's not a Marvel habit, or at least that's not a good Marvel habit. When I find myself being like, oh, they might grab me in a second, I always get hit by it. Picasso, he's lost momentum. He was playing really well at the start of the set. He's
That is
been,
not power.
yeah, he's been getting a lot of the little conversions, but he's dropped it. No, I was gonna say it's really interesting that people complain about power being too difficult to punish in a game where you've got a full screen 5-frame button whenever you want.
Yeah. No. I mean, nothing's punishable with tag on the ready, right? At the ready, right? So yeah,
Correct.
you know what's
Yeah,
I do agree with that. It just if it had just like a slightly more frames, I do think that would be the quickest and like most non-intrusive way to alter it.
Well, it's power is very easy to whiff punish and a little bit difficult to block punish, but I think it is block punishable in more situations than many people realize.
I agree. There are people who don't even know like what's up.
Yeah,
I get away with murder sometimes, straight up. I know what you mean.
100%. And the other thing is that
Because when you see someone who's looking for it and punishing it, I'm thinking of people like Gonzo, Johnny. You get blown up. Like you get blown up.
Gonzo is one of the people in the scene who I know spends a decent amount of time taking out fighting him seriously. Johnny is one of the best players in the scene. If you whip Power Stone against Bane, he punishes you, does a super at the end of the combo, and then types some weird things in chat while the super's going on. Yep. Like,
it's just there's like a big awareness factor there, right? Like they know I'm gonna do it. They've seen me rip like not use it conservatively, so they got their response ready for me.
It's this game is. I had a wake-up call a couple of weeks ago when I was talking to somebody about the Hager matchup, and they were like, "It's really difficult to whiff punish Hager just whiffing the command grab." Of course, pontificating over the end of the set. Noseaskulo taking it.
I think he got robbed there a little bit.
Oh, it's a first to 7, and the numbers add up to 7, but are not 7 in total.
Hey, chill out, Terrence Howard. Just kidding.
What? I'm so sorry.
If you guys are following that shit.
I'm aware of the reference you're making.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No,
1 plus 1 is 2 still.
Yeah. First 2-7, not whoever wins the most F7. Yeah, I just can't do that. So okay, he's preserved all of his resources in Ultron. Oh no, he's just attacking everything. So
First to 7. That's
yeah. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Oh, this is comedy. Yeah. No, it's more laughing at this dude, this crazy.
Yeah.
This former ass War Machine, crazy ass dude.
No, Terrence Howard is the gentleman who, in addition to the 1+1 or 1x1 stuff, he looked at the amount of money that he was making from Iron Man 1, decided that it wasn't enough, and dropped out of the most profitable film franchise ever made.
Yeah, and what's funny is like Iron Man was like the face of that, so it's not like the Iron Man series was some one-off that was gonna get a little bit of money. Like it was the main joint. Like, yeah, that was dumb. But to be fair, I do think Cheadle nailed the role way better.
What did I say? I'm sure.
I think Terrence Howard had a better look, but Cheadle had the attitude way more down. Because if you follow War Machine in the comics, he's not no pussy about anything.
Yeah, tough role to play, right? Because you're coming in with a lot of stuff. I just want to know what the specific thing that I said that triggered it was.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like how that bomb was threatening that Ultron. That grenade on the ground. Oh, look, there's still another one. There's another one. Oh, he's burning up.
Gosh, I remember when the game first came out a very long time ago, dating myself a little bit. Soul was the same amount of time, and Box did not last quite as long.
Oh yeah.
And now
that first wave before the adjustments was insane.
It was, but now
reality shit, everything was nuts.
You come to realize that, oh my gosh.
Are you adding those twos, Vest, or are you multiplying them? Because this is if you don't know the Terrence Howard shit, Vest, you gotta look at it.
Yeah. I feel like one of the things that I've been noticing this set, which I should be calling out more when it happens, is that Picasso keeps putting himself in these weird scramble situations and then just getting destroyed. And it's not Noseaskulo putting himself in a smart situation. It's Picasso just it's an unforced error, right? You know? He's got the serve in tennis, and he's setting up, and he's just lobbing it a little bit over the other side of the field, you know?
I mean, you would think if you're wielding the purple rock, right, that you'd be the favor of all the scramble. You want to create the scramble, right? Because you have a significant advantage when things just rip out the storm when things are getting dicey. But yeah, even with the power and the scrambles, it's going in Noseaskulo's favor.
There were a lot of weird drops. There were a lot of weird situations where Picasso was challenging a move that was just kind of hanging out there, you know?
Noseaskulo on an exhibition set point. I swear to God, every time I was looking at the screen, Picasso was winning. But it's 6-2.
Soul. It's
Soul versus power. I'm saying this right. I've said this a lot of times, and people don't agree. I do think that Soul fundamentally trumps power.
Soul fundamentally changes the math on the number of interactions you need to win the game, and it does it in the favor of one player.
Yeah.
And
one of the I would say what gives the power storm its edge to compete with the other storms is that you can do the snipe from 2/3 health. You can kill them from an obscene, but to do that, you will lose all resources. You will have to have spent all the super you can. You will end up at 0, nearly 0, right?
Yep.
And then if they come back and revive, you are at a distinct disadvantage, particularly if he didn't break any of your combo. It's a team intact, one with 1/4 of his life, the other full, typically, if they're playing it right, and versus you with no meter, versus 4 meter and no meter. And when you have 0 meter, you can't even break if you get hit. Like, you can get, the same guy can get hit back to back, and you still will not get your 2 meters in time.
I won't back down. No matter
Like,
who
so
shows
yeah, and so you can't do your activate, right? You have to use your storm to lock out. So now you're playing with no infinity stone.
right. Well, the other one, which can be a little bit more subtle, is that Soul means that you don't need to use as much bar to counter switch. So not only do you have a very long storm, where if you're competent, if you can get a sandwich going, and you have characters with easy move overlaps. Look at that, right there. Noseaskulo just challenging in the weird situation that works out terribly for Picasso. And Picasso now, he's got box, which means that he's going to be able to get something, but this is going to be a uphill battle by the teams. Look at that, same thing again.
Forward.
Yeah.
That's not gonna kill.
And it's totally fine. Like, I do that all the time. I'm not trying to call Picasso out, other than trying to call him out a little bit.
No. Let's just be real. One of the functions of the BattleRealm is for people to learn. And
Yeah.
so, and this is what I tell people all the time. Like, there's nothing like watching yourself play. Like, you in the moment, you'll be like, "Fuck, how did I lose?" And then you'll watch your match and be like, "Oh, right there is where I fucking lost." Right?
It happens all the time.
Oh yeah, right. Or,
Yeah.
and conversely, you'll see when am I winning my opponent? Oh, right there is what he can't handle when I do this specific thing right here. So now when I fight him again, this is his weakness, right? So you learn how to get better and to curb your weaknesses. So please give your critiques, because this is one of the functions of the BattleRealm.
Yep. So, I don't think this space is going to allow Picasso enough time to actually play. Of course, as he gets clipped on incoming, I think he wasn't blocking clip there. And then he gets clipped by the bust out super.
Then he dies. He gets hit by super.
Yeah.
We call that the old curse. We call that the old curse.
Storms are hard, dude. Fighting in your own box is harder than a lot of people give it credit for, especially when it's a weird panicky box or a mediocre timed activation on incoming.
Yeah, I go for that all the time. I even try to like fake out, where like
Yeah.
if I kill, you know what I mean? Like, I'll fake out, and I know that if he's gonna come in and box, then right away I'll dash at him.